Welcome back, everybody. World's Worst Fishing. I'm Chris Jones, and we are in the fish cave again, and we have a mega custom order video for you today. I was given a really great custom order. This particular gentleman, he wants a bunch of stick worms and some Bloodline swim baits, and some of his stick worms are core shots. So we're doing Bloodline swimmers, core shot stick baits, regular stick baits or stick worms, and we're gonna have ourselves a little custom bait mania in here today. I better get started because there's a lot of different stuff I have to figure out here. So without further ado, we're gonna do our best to get started. All right, so before we get too started here, let's look at this. Let's look at this order here. The YouTube color 5-inch Bloodline swim baits, which since we make that one quite a bit, I have some Bloodlines already made. So we'll be doing that. We're doing Morning Dawn. If you guys remember, I did a Morning Dawn video. We're doing Morning Dawn swim baits with a black pearl Bloodline. Dude, awesome idea. I cannot wait to see how those turn out. Bloodline swim baits, green pumpkin back, clear pepper bottom, with a pale yellow pearl Bloodline. That one will look really good if I can pull it off. Let's see, translucent gray with red silver flake and a chartreuse Bloodline. Okay, that's gonna look really cool. Core shot stick worm. He wants the color that I did in the video, so it's like a kind of a purple over a clear with some silver flake and then a chartreuse core. So definitely better have some chartreuse today. Another core shot worm, translucent gray with red silver flake and a red core with red and silver flake. Okay, gotcha. Translucent. Okay, so I'll just do like a clear shell with the flakes and then a red core. And then he wants Bama Bug Stogies, which is my regular stick worm, and then regular Morning Dawn. So I've got a lot to do. So just real quick, we're doing the YouTube color Bloodlines. I'm not going to show the whole process because we've done that one obviously on this channel before, but I'm just getting the mold prepared and the plastic's coming out of the microwave. So we're gonna try to finish these real quick, and then we're gonna start working on some of the newer colors. All right, we're gonna see how we did on these. It's been a while since I've made them. Ooh, ooh la la. Okay, such a pretty color. There it is, YouTube color. Purple pearl, white pearl, chartreuse line. Okay, so we've kind of got a mess today. Normally my work area is a little bit cleaner. However, today's not a normal day. We're trying to throw a bunch of things together here and make this order. So I'm gonna make a couple Bloodlines first. So one of the colors needed a black pearl Bloodline, so we have black pearl, not to be confused with the Pirates of the Caribbean black pearl, but we're just gonna dump some black pearl in there. However, this particular black pearl isn't dark enough, so we're gonna add a little bit of pigment, just straight black here, and that will darken it up a little bit. Fighting in the other corner, we needed a kind of pale yellow pearl Bloodline. So I'm just going to use gold pearl, and I'm not going to use a whole lot. We're just going to start with a little bit. This is a very small amount of plastic. This is like a quarter of a cup, guys, because you don't even need that much for the Bloodlines. But you know, you can only really effectively measure out, you know, such a small amount and still get it into an injector. So anyway, we're gonna stir these up. I'm gonna start with the gold, and that will give us a nice pale yellow pearl bloodline, I think. I think that'll look exactly like we want. And I may wind up thickening it up, you know, because I want it to contrast, you know, enough on the bait that you know that, you know, yeah, I want the bloodline to stand out and be recognized as the bloodline, so to speak. I don't want it to blend in so much that you would have a hard time telling, oh, that's a bloodline bait. So anyway, we're gonna, this only needs like a minute total for both of these in the microwave. So we're going to, ooh, left-handed stirring, no good. Let's see, yeah. I'm not an ambi stirrer. Anyway, we're gonna pop those in the microwave and make some bloodlines. Okay, we have our black pearl, then our bloodline mold. So all we need is just a single injector and done. All right, and just real quick, I'm gonna pop these bloodlines out and just show you what we have. Black pearl bloodlines. I think those look exactly like this customer had in mind. So Justin, if you're watching, I think that's gonna look killer. Okay, a pale yellow pearl bloodline. I think that does it. So we're gonna go with those. Okay, so next on the list, we're gonna make these Morning Dawn bloodline swim baits. Those are the ones that are going to have this black pearl bloodline. So we have a cup each measured out, or maybe a little bit over a cup, because I'm gonna wanna use some leftover because I have to make some more Morning Dawn later today. So I'm hoping to have a little bit left over after I do the bloodlines. And then in this same order, I do have some Morning Dawn stick worms too. So we would use the worm plastic for those. This is swim bait plastic for the swim baits, obviously. So anyway, we're gonna nuke these for about 4 minutes, then we'll come back here, we'll mix up the Morning Dawn real quick, then we'll see what we can get with the bloodlines. And of course, like I've shown before, the bloodline swim bait, I'm literally taking the bloodlines and you just put them into the little bloodline groove right there. Okay. This is the first time I've ever made a bloodline with a black bloodline, so I am excited to see how these turn out. And I think the Morning Dawn idea is really, really something. So now I just need to figure out what eye color I'm going to use for these. We're going to go with silver eyes. I think that will actually look good on the Morning Dawn. I don't want to use a red eye because there's so much like pink and purple in this color already. I just don't think the red eye will stand out very well. So these are the soft plastic eyes from Lure Works. Just place them in the sockets. I already have some spray adhesive in the eye sockets here. But if you're new to the bloodline swim bait, I have a whole video on this that I would recommend you check out. But you want to use some spray adhesive and dab it into these eyeball sockets, just to make sure that you get you know, a reasonable amount of stickiness going on, adhesive or adhesion, so that these eyeballs don't fall out once you put the mold up vertically. Okay, everybody, so it's time for some Morning Dawn. Let me get all my colors here. So we have a kind of a bright pink side, so we're just going to use hot pink. Oh, did not mix it up. That's my mistake. Got nothing but oil on that one. Let's shake it up there. That's looking better. So we're gonna load it up with pink. So now the darker side is gonna be a mix of Lure Works purple. This is purple 1, 2, 3. Simple enough to remember. Okay, so some of that. And then we're gonna mix it with a darker color, black grape. Black grape is one of my favorite colors, period. There's just so much that you can do with it. So that's kind of how we're going to start right there with those two mixtures. This side, I pretty much know that it's just going to look pink. And that's exactly what we want. We want a hot pink beautiful, absolutely beautiful. This side, there's a little more mystery to how it's going to come out. You basically want it to look like a dark June bug. Perfect. Nailed it, guys. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to be a little more dark purple and less kind of reddish. It's about 310 degrees, 307 and 301. So we're actually going to shoot. With those low temperatures right there, and that's one of the things that I like about the dead-on plastic, is that I can shoot with these low temperatures, and it still comes out fine. So we're just gonna back the camera up a little bit just to give you a better angle of this. So I want the top side to be the darker side and the bottom side to be the lighter side. That's generally how I make laminates for whatever reason. I'm drawn to that sort of color pattern. Okay, so we're gonna inject there. Bait number 1. Pull out. Bait number 2. Hold some pressure. Okay. And bait number 3. All right, let's see. Come on, baby. Come on. See what they look like. Never made Morning Dawn in a swim bait. Much less a Bloodline swim bait. Hey, look at that. Let's take one out and check it out. Yeah, I love the way that in the tail you can kind of start to see the purple a little more. It's a little dark up front. I guess I could have made it a little lighter, but then it just wouldn't be Morning Dawn to me. But I like the black Bloodline. Yeah, that's killer, man. That's killer, guys. What do y'all think? Morning Dawn swim baits. Okay, next are these right here. Actually, I'm gonna do this translucent gray one next, because I really like the way that sounds. So we're just gonna do like a light black pigment to get like a smoke gray, and with red and silver flake, okay, and a chartreuse bloodline. So gray, silver flake, chartreuse bloodline. It's got red flake in it. Red and silver flake. Chartreuse bloodline. I think we're gonna go silver eyes on these as well. Okay, that's what the mold looks like. We have our silver hologram eyes and the chartreuse bloodlines. We're gonna go ahead and close the mold and then look at the color. Okay, so to make this gray color, we're just gonna add a few drops of black, not too much. Must have been like a fiber or something in there. All right. That's about 4 or 5 drops of black, and this is 1 measuring cup of plastic. And that will always kind of give you a nice little gray, a smoke kind of gray, so to speak. And now we're gonna add some flake. So he wanted red flake and silver flake. So we're gonna add some small silver because the eyes have small silver flake in them. So we're gonna kind of match the eyes. You know, I try to match the eyes to the color somewhat, best that I can. All right, now we're gonna add this black flake. So, golly, I can't, what is wrong with me today? I don't get any sleep, that's my problem. Red flake. It's 0.035 hexagon red flake. Okay. And we'll stir that into this silver gray mix here. Oh my God, that's killer. I can't wait to shoot these. And what I like most about this color is that it's a single color. I'm not doing a laminate on the bloodline for once. That every bloodline I've ever made has been a laminate, so I am like super duper pumped here to see a solid color in this mold. I don't think I've made one yet. I think every single thing I've done, whether it's for an order or screwing around coming up with color ideas, I think I've only shot laminates in this mold. So I'm actually kind of excited to see this. and I really like the idea for this color. Okay, everybody, let's see how these did. Oh man, golly, why don't I ever think a color's this good? I'm the bait maker. Jeez, guys, that is killer. That is absolutely killer. Let's look at this other one here. Wow, that's killer. Well done. Okay, so this is the pale. This is the color that's like a green pumpkin top, a clear bottom with some black flake, so it's like a clear pepper. And then these had the pale yellow pearl bloodlines. So because we're putting in a kind of gold yellow pearl bloodline, I'm gonna go with gold eyes. So just try to have a little bit of you know, rhyme and reason to to some of the color options here. So that's what we're gonna go with, and I'm gonna go ahead and get these molds ready, and then we'll meet you back after this is all done. We don't need to really show this part again, and then we'll mix up the two colors, and I think these will look pretty good. I think we are ready to go. We're going to maybe scooch the camera back a little bit, maybe angle it up some. All right, we're gonna take this knife out here. Okay, put our gloves on. Gotta get my other glove. Okay, we're ready to go. Top color, bottom color, here we go. Let's see if these turn out. Hopefully they will. All right, so we're gonna inject slow. Hold pressure. That felt like a pretty good shoot. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we got anything good. This will be an interesting laminate because there's not a lot of contrast. Oh yes, I was completely wrong. That is freaking gorgeous. Look at that, guys. Wow. Dude, Justin, you are a color genius. Like, bro, hit me up for more ideas, man. Give me some more ideas, buddy. This stuff's awesome. This stuff is awesome. These are really, really great ideas. And I'm glad that they're coming out good in the baits. That's what we want. So I like the gold eyes with the bloodlines. So there it is. Time for a quick beer break. Hockersfjord Oktoberfest. I'm back on the German stuff, people. And it feels good. And it tastes even better. All right, so next up are the core shot stick worms. So I have the rods removed from the mold. So I'm just gonna spray those with some lubricant. That way they're good and lubricated, and that way we can slide the baits off of the rods after we shoot the first color. So if you're interested in kind of a step-by-step tutorial on this mold, I do have a video all about the core shot stick worm mold. Okay, so this one is the smoke gray with the silver and red flake. So that's what we kind of did in one of the Bloodline swim baits, and that's going to be the outer color of these stick worms. So you shoot the outer color first, which fills the mold around those rods, and then you remove the rods, you put the shell back in, and then you fill in the core. And the core is going to be a red core on these. Or maybe it's chartreuse. I'll have to look at the order again. They're all kind of running together in my head. But anyway, that's step one. Here's what the first step looks like. You have the outer shell color with the rods left in. And so the way that you fix that, so to speak, is we're basically just going to pull off the bait right there and then slide it off. And that shell will then be fit back into the mold like that. And then when you shoot the core, the only place the core can go is through the center of the bait. Okay, here we have our smoldering hot red. And now we shoot the cores. Okay. Gonna hold a little pressure. Try to make sure they go all the way through. Alright. Alright, the top one did not turn out, but the other ones did. You can see the red core in the middle and the outer gray color on the outside. So that is one of the core shot colors right there, and I think they look killer. Alright, here's the final core shot color. It's the purple and kind of clear silver laminate with the chartreuse core that I did in my demonstration video of this mold. So again, if you haven't seen that, check it out. A really awesome mold, really pretty color here. And so yeah, we are done with the core shots. Okay, last thing here today, Bama Bug. Let's get it done. Here's mold number 1. Feeling good. Okay. And mold number 2. All right. Okay, these are last but not least. Drum roll. Hopefully we got some good stuff. Let's open this one up. This one will be no, this one will be I don't even know. Morning Dawn. All right, perfect. Got some nice looking Morning Dawn there. Next up, I think these are Bama Bugs. Yep, those are Bama Bugs. Let's get those out. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Kind of a dark color. It'll be a little hard to see maybe the contrast on camera, but those look exactly how I wanted them to. Okay, everybody, here's a quick little flyby of everything. So we have this kind of smoke gray with the silver and red flake chartreuse line. We have the Morning Dawn Cincos, well, stickworms. We have the Bama Bug stickworms right there. We also have the other core shot stickworm, the purple and kind of silver laminate. Over here we have another core shot, same color as that, base color, with a red core. We have more Morning Dawn action in the Bloodline swim bait with the black pearl line, looking great. We had this is a really great idea right here, the yellow pearl, gold pearl line with the clear pepper bottom and the green pumpkin top with the gold eyes. I really like the gold eyes. I really like the silver eyes on these. And then we have the YouTube color, which we've done on here many times on this channel, or at least a few times. I've made it more than a few times, and it's been on here a few times. So yeah, that's the order right there. It doesn't look like much, but guys, that took me some effort. That was no little 2 hours in the shop right there. You know, some of these molds take a little while to use. You know, the Bloodline swim bait, you know, there's several steps to it. The core shot, there's several steps to it. And whenever you're making new colors that you've never done before, there's always some guesswork involved. So one last little look at it, and then we are going to stop this video here. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please shoot me plenty of comments down below. Let me know what your favorite thing was from this order. This particular gentleman had some really great ideas. I mean, this is 100% his idea, his idea, his idea, his idea. Those are killer colors, you know, and he had the idea for the Bama Bug stogies, and then he took an existing color and put it into this swim bait, which I thought was brilliant. So yeah, a great custom order. I can tell this customer, the guy's name is Justin, he he put some real effort into his decisions here, and he sent me really clear and concise color ideas. So thank you so much for that. That makes my job a little easier. And one last sip of the beer. We'll catch you guys next time.